Hey guys, it's Sasha with Rice and Raw, and I just want to make this video this morning. Last night I posted a picture to my Instagram of my legs, my little legs, and I wanted to talk about, this issue I'm having where I feel like I'm too thin, and I've been nervous about coming up with this topic for a while because I know that there are people out there who are really struggling with let the cat out of the bag. People who are really struggling with losing weight on this lifestyle, especially in the beginning. And I totally get that, and I don't want to kind of come out with like my little problem when people are having. Sorry, this is just happening right now. Oh, you came out of the bag. Oh, she's so sweet. Love you, Klea. Can't right now. Hey, see you. So I'm sorry, I'm cracking up while I'm trying to talk about something actually serious. I know that people do have issues, and it is a problem for them, and I don't want it to like come off as though it's like I'm bragging about weight loss or, I'm like talking about an issue which is really not that big of a deal, and their problem is much more of a problem. I get that. I know 2 years ago I would have killed to have this problem. It's just I want to be completely transparent and honest with my experiences on this lifestyle, and that's something I'm thinking about. It's a daily thought. When I put on clothes or when I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, I could totally use another 5 pounds, and it's not because it's like, or 5 or 10 pounds even, and it's not like it's an unhealthy thought. It's just like, I look like a kid. I want to look like a woman. I want to look sexy. I'm not down on myself. I don't hate my body. I love my body. I feel so comfortable in my body. I was actually going to do this YouTube video in like a sports bra and spandex, but I was like, I'll cover up because I'm not like trying to like get viewers by being sexy. So I don't know. That's just something that I really want to do. But the thing is that it's something I want, and it's something that like, I don't know, I just feel like I want to feel more substantial. I want to look like I can like hold my own. I want to look athletic. I don't want people to think that I'm frail or expect me to not be able to keep up athletically, or like assume that I'm always going to be freezing cold, which I am. I live in Connecticut and it's getting really cold, so that's just why I get cold. And also when you work in like business and in like offices, they always keep the temperature really cold. I don't like that. So, people just expect me to be cold. People expect me not to be able to keep up with like athletic things. That bums me out. Like, I want to look like, whoa, she totally can hold her own in the gym kind of deal. And also, I put myself out there on YouTube and on Instagram. I know I have young followers, and I don't want them seeing my body at a really small state and thinking that's what they need to be at, because that's not like really ideal. I want people to like see me and think, wow, like she's so fit and strong and healthy. That's what I want. I don't want to glorify thinness. I want to glorify strength and health. So that's something I also think about, like this extra added kind of, I don't want to say pressure. It's not pressure, because it's something that I just want to portray and be. I don't want to be skinny or thin. I want to be fit and healthy and strong, So I posted this picture, and I've gotten so much like great advice, and I really appreciate everyone taking their time to write to me. Some really great advice, and definitely stuff that I'm meditating on and thinking about, things that I want to apply to my life right now. So this is kind of like my plan, and I'm totally open to adding more fat into my diet. Like, I already am really liberal with fat. I don't care. I go out to restaurants. I don't ask for less fat. I have avocados. I love avocados as my main fat source. But I could totally see adding some like chia seeds into my smoothies and having maybe more avocados throughout the week. Absolutely. And I'm down for that. Let's see. Protein wise, I don't think I'm going to really change, like, I don't want to change my macros really, but I can definitely use a little bit more fat. I'm totally open to that. I don't do cardio anyway, and a lot of people were saying, oh, like, cut down your cardio. I don't do cardio. I don't believe in doing cardio for weight loss or for, like, burning calories. Do cardio to, like, get your system, like, lymphatic system going. Do cardio to, get that stamina, and, like, if you want to compete in something, that's what cardio is for. It's not for, like, weight loss. If you're trying to do cardio for weight loss, you're going down the wrong track. I would definitely suggest just focusing on a healthy diet, consistently healthy, getting in enough food, eating enough vegetables and fruit, and whole foods, and plant-based foods, and it's a gradual thing. Of course, doing cardio, cat stuff, sorry, doing cardio for, to be healthy, that's one thing, but doing cardio just to burn calories is another thing. So I just want to make that point as well. The thing is, I kind of know what to do, and a lot of people mention some really great names of people who can help me, people who do, like, nutrition and fitness programs. They all look great, and I know that they're very helpful, but the thing is, I already know what I need to do. I think that would be more of the path you would take if you, one, either really didn't know much about diet or fitness and needed that guidance and didn't have the time to put into your own research, and this person would just, like, kind of, like, help you out, build your own, like, health and fitness package. The other one would be, you've been trying at this for a while, you think it's the right thing to do, and now you're just like, it's not working. Then I could see contacting someone. But the thing is I haven't even really technically applied what I know I need to do. And the thing is, when you're a vegan and you're eating enough, you're going to put on muscle so easily. Like, it's the biggest myth. The only reason why people think that vegans can't put on muscle is that, one, putting on muscle in general is hard. It's hard if you're vegan or if you're not vegan. Also, when you're putting on muscle, you need to eat a lot more food. So you need to eat a higher volume of food than, say, someone who's eating meat. It's just more of a challenge in that sense, but otherwise you're going to get really lean gains and they're really, really quick. So I know what I need to do. I know I need to just eat more and actually go to the gym to lift weights. I disagree with, I think maybe a few people said you don't need to lift that heavy. I disagree with that. I really believe that if you're lifting, you need to go big or go home, because that's really what it is. Don't sit there lifting light weights unless you're injured. Like, don't sit there lifting light weights and, like, you can talk to people. Each set, like, yeah, you can have warm-up sets, but each set after that should be so much weight that you can hardly get through 12 of the last 4, or like hell on earth. Your set should be, you can't talk to anyone during that set. Like, that's what it should be like. Otherwise, you are wasting your time. I believe that, like, girls really should lift weights because it just creates a really feminine figure. It does not make you manly. It makes you look feminine. Because it adds all this great, like, curves. Guys love it. All the fitness girls I've seen, all of the vegan fitness girls, like bodybuilders, look so feminine and beautiful and strong and curvy. That's what I want, I want to look substantial, womanly, and not like, like a little girl who you can just knock over with a feather. Yeah, that's kind of like how I see myself. And hey, it might not be as on point as, say, other people would think. Sherlock, what are you doing? But I just know what I want, and I won't be that happy till I get there. And luckily, it's like a healthy thing, and it's not like an unhealthy thing where you're starving yourself or anything. It's more like you're trying to eat more. You're trying to, like, it's like a good vibe deal. You're, like, trying to get bigger. It's not like, oh, woe is me. It's more like, let's do this. I don't know. Yeah. So I definitely appreciate everyone's advice. Like, I just appreciate all you guys. My followers. I think of you all as, like, my really good friends. Some people are like, yeah, but you don't have that many vegan friends, I'm sure. And I'm like, I have thousands of vegan friends. Like, I really do see all of you guys as my friends. And, like, I love you guys. And the thing is, it's like, when I post things like this, I expect to lose, like, 20 to 50 followers. And that happens. Like, if I post a picture of my cat, I lose 20 to 50 followers. Like, that happens. But at the same time, whatever. because if you don't want to follow me, you don't have to follow me. I'm not like out to get followers. Like that's not my goal. Like yeah, like I'm really close to 10,000 on Instagram, which I think is kind of exciting. But it's not like I'm like, oh, come follow my page, come look at me. Like it's more like if you want to follow me, like join me on this journey, and like that's awesome. Like I welcome you with open arms. You want to leave? You can leave. That's fine. I don't. It's okay. Like I do see the people who leave me. And sometimes they're my friends, and like that's kind of weird. I'm like, oh, I see you unfollow me, my best friend. What's going on? But I don't say anything, and it's fine. I'll still follow them. But if you unfollow me and I'm following you, then I'm like, well, I might as well unfollow this person, unless they're like amazingly. I love their Instagram like no other. But otherwise, I was like, okay, well, we can go our separate ways. Maybe you'll come back and I'll follow you again. Who knows? Off topic completely. So I kind of know what I need to do. Definitely going to be even more liberal with that these days. Although I am really like, it's not really something that I like limit. I know my macro ratios are about 80-10-10. I don't like going less than 80-10-10, like 95-5. I don't do that. If anything, it's more 80-10-10, maybe a little bit more liberal the other way, like 70, 15-15 on some weekend days if I'm going out to restaurants or whatever. But I know that like the best thing to do is having more whole foods. And making sure you do have at least raw breakfasts. Like for me, like that is it. Like it needs to be a raw breakfast. So sorry, this video is so long. I was like trying to make it under 5 minutes. Never happens. This is because I like hanging out with you guys. Like I feel like I'm hanging out with you guys. I feel like I'm connecting with you guys. I don't want to leave. What else? Oh, another thing is like for the people who are having issues with losing weight or struggling with that, and they're seeing this video and they're thinking, I would love that problem. Like she was just bragging, whatever. I get that. I understand where you're coming from. But the thing is, you cannot compare yourself to other people. That's the most important thing. Because even in like races, you're told you need to stay in your lane. You need to only see in your lane. You need like blinders. Like racing horses have blinders for a reason. Well, it's not like they're trying to compete, but that's stupid. It's more like if you're looking in the other lane and you see that so-and-so is running faster than you. If you see so-and-so is swimming faster than you, you're taking your eye off the prize. You're starting to go slower. You will slow yourself down because you're watching someone else. You're not focusing on you. So if you're comparing your results to other people, if you're comparing in any aspect of your life, you're slowing yourself down. You're holding yourself back. And the thing is, like I remember there's this quote where comparison is the thief of happiness. It really is. Like just compare yourself to yourself. Like just focus on yourself and know where you can go and just keep going for that. Everyone's going to be at different points in their life. And there are people out there who are killing it, like way better than me. They have the same amount of hours in the day. They're doing, they still need to have the same obligations in their life. And yet they're killing it. They're healthy and happy. They're way more successful than me. But do I get jealous of that? Like, say Freely. Do I get jealous that Freely has all of these followers? No. Not at all. She's her own person. She's her own brand. It's a completely different thing. I just don't see anything to compare to anyone. Even at work, when I'm working, like, with people and, like, my colleague is getting the same grades from, like, is getting graded by the same people or whatever. I don't see that as like I'm competing with someone else to get this next pay grade. I just see it as being the best it can be, focusing on me, focusing on helping others. That is it, and that is what gets you far in life. This is not my successful peak at this point. Like I'm just going to keep going and going and going, and I'm going to do that by not obsessing of all these amazing people around me and wishing that I could be like them, because that's never going to happen. Sorry, I'm a little off topic too, but so if you guys are having this problem or the opposite problem, gaining weight, losing weight, can't do that, can't do this, just kind of focus on, where you need to go and do it gracefully. work on it a little bit every single day. You don't need to be perfect every single day, but just work on it every day. And that's really what successful people do. I don't know. I really hope that people can start to see that, and because I used to be so obsessed with what everyone else was thinking, what everyone else was doing, and how someone's so much better than me. I'd see really, and that's when I first stopped comparing myself to people. I'm like, that's where I want to go. Like, I don't need to be her, but like, I want to go in that direction. I want to go in the direction of being happy and healthy, and then maybe I could help you. Maybe you're so happy that I could help people, and I want my followers, especially new people in this lifestyle who are struggling. You can get here. Like, it's been 2 years for me. Like, that's a good amount of time. And trust me, I did not think that I'd be making YouTube videos. I did not think I'd be on Instagram. I did not think anyone would ever follow me when I first started this lifestyle. So, you guys can get like really, really like famous on YouTube or something if you just like keep working on yourself and putting yourself out there and being genuine and open. Um, what works for all of the successful people on YouTube, they're not trying to be like anyone else on YouTube. They're being their own brand. They're being themselves. And that's when people can identify and connect with them. So enough of this very long video, but I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye. This video isn't stopping.